The 2023 edition of SummerSlam is coming up in a couple of days, so it's time I give out my predictions for the biggest event of the summer. Now without wasting any time, let's get it started. Coming up first, the Maverick Logan Paul versus the highlight of the night, Ricochet. Every time these two interact in the ring during a match, they've managed to create viral moments, whether it was the double springboard clothesline back at the Royal Rumble early in the year, or the shocking Spanish fly through the table back at Money in the Bank. This is obviously a huge opportunity for Ricochet. However, Logan Paul has lost his previous two pay-per-view singles matches, and if WWE still plans on bringing him back for more matches, he needs to look like a credible opponent rather than a constant loser. So my pick to win this match is the Maverick Logan Paul. Next up, we have the baddest woman on the planet, Ronda Rousey, versus the Queen of Spades, Shayna Baszler, in an MMA Rules match. Honestly, I can speak for a lot of WWE fans when I say that this match should have been booked as a fight pit match because it's WWE's literal version of an actual MMA match. But here we are. There are some rumors floating around that this might possibly be Ronda's last match in WWE. Even if those rumors weren't true, Rousey has already accomplished a lot in WWE, so having her beat Shayna does nothing for her. Baszler, on the other hand, needs a big pay-per-view victory to re-establish herself as the same dominant force that ruled over NXT. So my pick to win this fight is the Queen of Spades, Shayna Baszler. Next up, we have the Scottish Warrior Drew McIntyre versus the Ring General Gunta for the Intercontinental Championship. If their match at WrestleMania 39, including Sheamus, was anything to go by, this is going to be another physical banger. While Drew hasn't won a pay-per-view match since Crown Jewel 2022 or held championship gold since 2021, Gunta has been the Intercontinental Champion for over 414 days and is so very close to breaking the Honky Tonk Man's historic title reign, which has stood for over 35 years. So my pick to win this match and retain his championship is the Ring General, Gunta. Next, we have a triple threat match, Charlotte Flair versus Bianca Belaire versus Asuka for the WWE Women's Championship. The build-up for this match has mostly been centered around the challengers, Charlotte Flair and Bianca Belaire, while the actual champion, Asuka, has more or less felt like a background character. WWE clearly want to book these two women to have a one-on-one match with each other, which is fine, but I don't think having them battle for this championship will be necessary. So my pick to win this match and retain her championship is the Empress of Tomorrow, Asuka. We then have the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes versus the Beast Incarnate, Brock Lesnar. This feud has been going on ever since the Raw after WrestleMania, and they have never given any explanation as to why Brock went after Cody. So here's my reasoning for this feud. Brock was angry at Cody for failing to take the titles off Roman, which would have broken Lesnar's ban to compete for the WWE Championship, and his anger only got worse after Backlash when Cody broke Lesnar's face, leading to the rematch at Night of Champions, then the rubber match challenge from Rhodes, and now we're at SummerSlam. With all that said and done, my pick to win this match and end this feud is the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. We then have the Judgment Day's Finn Balor versus Seth freaking Rollins for the World Heavyweight Championship. 7 years ago, these two battled each other at SummerSlam to determine the first ever Universal Champion. Balor won that. They had their second pay-per-view encounter back at Money in the Bank for the World Heavyweight Championship, and Seth won it. This will be their trilogy, and with the other Judgment Day members achieving some level of success recently, Balor is the only one left without something to show for it. While many people believe Damian Priest will cash in, I struggle to see that happening here. So my pick to win this match and become the new World Heavyweight Champion is the Prince, Finn Balor. We then have the sponsored Slim Jim Battle Royal. This sponsored match not only came out of nowhere when it was announced on SmackDown, but it's pretty obvious that it has no stakes, similar to the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. I see this match as a way for WWE to have more superstars on the show, especially LA Knight. I really think they made this match just to have the megastar on the pay-per-view and win it so the fans can go home happy. So my pick, of course, to win is the megastar LA Knight. Yeah. And finally, we have main event Jey Uso versus the Tribal Chief Roman Reigns in tribal combat for the undisputed WWE Universal Championship. These two fought for the first time back at Clash of Champions 2020 for the Universal Championship, which Roman only won because Jimmy Uso threw in the towel. They had an I Quit Hell in a Cell rematch where Jay willingly lost to protect his brother. And now with Jimmy in the hospital, you'd think Jay finally has a fair shot against Roman in Tribal Combat. However, there's still the possible involvement from Paul Heyman and Solo Sikoa. So my pick to win this match, retain his championship, and his spot at the head of the table is the Tribal Chief, Roman Reigns. And there you go, those are my predictions for this year's SummerSlam event. Drop a comment and tell me what you think are the possible results for this match. If you've made it this far, please like the video and subscribe for more of my wrestling content. The next video I drop will give out the recap for everything that happened at SummerSlam, but until then, later.